Okay, let's go.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you. So you're just one of Arin's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything. I'm afraid you don't have anything worth trading. Now, you can go back to your college and leave me be, or I can kill you. Your choice. Are you attempting to threaten me after I've been so hospitable? Well, then you won't be leaving here at all.
Well, you asked for it.
Time has come to die by my hands.
See you burn! No! You cannot even conceive of the power I wield.
Let's see how you like this. There they are. I'm not someone to be trifled with.
Never
Who's
should
there?
have come here.
You're dead. Mercy!
Do you honestly think you stand a chance?
I'll see you burn!
Enough out of you.
I am now a neonate vampire. Okay.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
If you say so, Sergius.
We don't know. We don't even know what it is. Where is Arin anyway?
In his quarters, that Thalmor, on Kano. Something urgent, it sounded like.
Urag can be very helpful. Just don't antagonize him.
You're...
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Oh, hey. Thank you. Okay.
All right, then.
It's always encouraging to... Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Nair fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Old Merry Dominion, and I cannot ignore the situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter.
You know, my research happens to involve manipulating soul gems, right? You could easily find yourself trapped inside a black soul gem at some point on Kano.
And find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
You really feel the need to cut in front of me, jackass?
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person. It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthal. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate.
I wouldn't say associate,
my order
but...
will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
He may end up soul-trapped at some point, so I wouldn't call him an associate.
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains
I need
here,
a couple more
it will
black
be
soul
misused.
gems, though.
Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I also love the fact that Koronir and some of the others,
Well, what is the meaning of this?
they don't realize that Serana and I are
I'm
vampires.
afraid I don't understand.
So technically,
Don't play coy. You asked
if you
to
play
see
your
a specific member of
cards
the
right,
college.
the Archmage of the College of
There's been a
Winterhold.
misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not
Whether
be
you play
here.
with the race mod
shall
that I
simply
do
take
or
my
not,
leave.
What? What
if you're a vampire and you
You're
do the
not
Mages
going
Guild,
anywhere until I find out what
the
you're
college
up to.
quest, your
I
character
am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you
is
in
not
any
only
way.
the Archmage, but
We
also
will
a
see about
vampire.
this.
I'm not sure.
I
what
love how
happened.
Saran is just
A monk from the Sijic Order.
again.
Here after all these years,
She
and then
stole someone's
just
chair.
leaves.
That's
I
funny.
hope we didn't offend him somehow. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. Has Tofdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Okay.
Until next time.
Come on. Hey, Toftir.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Can you tell me more about him?
I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. Or I suppose, if he can feel at all.